It is 8:30, so welcome everyone. Welcome once again to Yoga with Marycarmen. This is a live yoga practice, and today we're going to do restorative yoga. It is a restoration practice, meaning um, we're not going to be moving as much. We're just going to be holding poses for long periods of time, a minute or two, and transitioning very slowly. We have to use props for this practice because we need to feel supported. We need to feel nurtured. So if you haven't already, go ahead and grab some pillows, big pillows, small pillows, all kinds of pillows, blanket, maybe one big blanket. And if you don't have a blanket, you can use towels. A small towel is also recommended if you want to put it on your eyes in some of these poses to lower the light that goes through your eyelids. The lighting in your room should be very, very low as well. And if you have any tunes that you love to listen to that are very mellow, very calming for your ears, I will welcome you to go ahead and turn that on. Um, so we're going to get started. And my invitation to you during this practice is that allow for whatever shows up to guide you, whether it is emotional things that will show up. Um, maybe you need to cry a little bit. Maybe you need to just drop that tear. Nobody's watching you, so you're in your own space. Allow for whatever happens, shows up, to just be. Don't fight it. Anger, if you need to scream, do it. This is a practice that goes in. This is not a workout. This is the work in. Like at home, the structure needs to be in good shape for it to be stable. It doesn't matter if it looks beautiful on the outside, but if the inside, the structure, the bases are broken, what is, what does it matter? The outside could be beautiful, but if the inside is broken, then there's nothing there. That's like life. That's like our bodies. If we don't work on the insides, these muscles, these beautiful arms and legs and all of that, there's no value there. So this is a work in. I'm sure you already grabbed all your pillows and blankets. So let's get started and let's have fun. Let's enjoy these 30 minutes that we have together and embrace what matters today. This is about your peace, your internal peace. How can we find space for peace? So let's get on the yoga mat. And I am going to show you how many pillows I have available here if I was at home without the traditional yoga props. I have this gigantic pillow. Not that you have to have one like this, but I do have that. I got these pillows. So I'm going to put those on the side because as I move through, I'm going to show you how to use those in replacement of the ones I'm going to use and that normally are available in a yoga practice or in a yoga studio for a restorative yoga practice. So the first thing we're going to do, as always, let's begin by sitting comfortably on our mats. Make sure that your sit bones are on the floor. So get that skin out of the way. Knees lower than the hips. Spine is tall. You can begin by closing the eyes here. Relax the shoulders back. Your spine is tall. Notice your heart, your chin. And then let's begin. Inhale. Hands together in prayer on the top. And as you exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Your spine is tall. And lengthening again. Inhale. Can you reach a little bit higher? And exhale. Hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale. Reach. This time, if you want to look in between your hands as they're up in the sky, go there. Exhale. Bring the hands to your heart center. You can start opening the eyes here, but keeping your gaze soft. Or you can continue with eyes closed. It doesn't really matter. But from this place, give yourself permission to feel. Give yourself permission to be present. Thoughts about what we need to do this weekend, today, right after this practice will show up. And without any hesitation, just go ahead and go back to your breath. Go back to being here in this practice, in this moment. That can wait. Now from here, we're going to twist this way. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, twist towards your left side as you let the arms go down. One hand to your knee, the other hand behind you, and look over to your shoulder. Inhale and exhale, keeping your spine tall. Just twist a little bit more. Now arms up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side, looking over that shoulder. Now, that front hand is on the knee and trying to go a little bit deeper. Just trying to twist you a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And release. One more inhale. And this time, as you exhale, let the arms come down behind you. Interlace the fingers and open up the chest by allowing the shoulder blades to meet on the back. You can lift the head up just to add to that heart opening. And then from here, looking forward, release the hands. Inhale, arms to the sides. And as you exhale, we're going to cave in. So bring the hands as if you're reaching me, but then I'm going to go sideways so you can see. And then my spine is curved. I'm tucking my chin into my chest, exaggerating. So we're opening the shoulder blades, reaching the hands, and release. Now from here, we're ready for our first supportive pose. So go ahead and open up your legs wide. Open up your legs wide. And if this is not possible for you, you can come all the way over here. Or if you want to, as we go into this pose, you can just bring your legs something like this. But make sure that your knees are supported with extra pillows. So let me explain. From here, I got these blocks to make my pillow a little bit higher. This is my system, my big pillow. I'm going to put the blocks underneath just to lift it up a little bit more. I can open my legs this wide, but like I said, if this is not possible for you, go to your level of flexibility. I'm going to place this extra pillow because I want to be really, really high. You can go as high as you want. You can go as high as your back allows you to be while you're resting in this pose. So this might be a little too high for me. I'm going to go here. And then you're going to place your chest on this, arms to the front, but I don't want them to just be hanging like this. I want them to be supported. So we're avoiding those wrists to just be hanging. So go ahead and support your arm to the side, something like this. And then place one cheek down. If that's not comfortable for you, you can just place your chin down like this. And relax. Now I want you to melt into this. Melt into that pose. Just allow for those pillows to support you. And take your time to rearrange the pillows if it doesn't feel right for your back. Again, the wrist, I don't want them to be hanging. Let's see if you're trying to take a nap on those pillows. We're not doing anything here. We're just allowing the pillows, the props, to hold us up. And breathe. That's all you're doing here. But as you're resting here, I want you to start feeling, noticing what's happening on your back, what's happening on the lower spine, the hip area, the inner thighs. Some people might start feeling some tingling on your feet. This happens if you have some blockage on your arteries, energy accumulated in there that hasn't been able to leave the body. Same with the spine. So you might start feeling that on your hands if you have some discomfort or some locked up energy, like I said. So go ahead and you can change positions by changing. If you have one of your cheeks down, go ahead and look to the other side. We want to give the same amount of love to one side and then to the other. And even that simple change might feel very different, right? So whatever it is, just go ahead and relax a little bit more. You're not flexing your feet, you're just being here. And breathe. Just stay here. There's nothing else to worry about right now. Just feel the support of Mother Earth always there for you. And then when you're ready, slowly, just make your way out of this one. Slowly bring yourself up. If your eyes were closed, you can continue with eyes closed or just open them up slightly just to go to the next pose. With control and very mindfully, remove your pillows. Go ahead and bring those feet together if they were open, or even if they were here, go ahead and extend it. And just bend the knees up and down just to reset the body. We're not doing anything special here. We're just resetting the body, preparing for the next pose. So go ahead and bring one leg in and the other one is extended. Now position your hips to where that knee is pointing forward, is pointing at me. That's how I want your hips. So it might look something like this, to the diagonal. Place your biggest pillow or pillows right next to you. So the length of the pillow is shooting out of your hip. Something like this. Again, I'm going to go ahead and place that extra pillow on top. And now listen. From here, we're going to inhale, arms up. This is very important. As you exhale, I want you to start twisting your torso towards the pillows. And notice my leg starts coming in with me, bending that knee. And finding that hip to move a little bit more so that I can lay down on these pillows right here. As if I'm just hugging the pillow. Now, the blocks or extra pillows are going to serve you for those arms not to be hanging. If you have small arms like me and they're something like this, you might want to support those arms with your block or extra pillows. It feels so good to have the elbow and the wrist resting in a way that it serves you. You don't want to look too compromised here. So do whatever works best for you. If you're having a block and you look something like this, remember that wrist. I want the wrist to be resting and that elbow as well. So in my case, I like to put that extra pillow on here. And I try to accommodate on the other side that you can't see right now to where that wrist and elbow are supported. And then I'm just resting here. Inhale. And exhale. Allow your body to continue to relax into this pose. You are working on stretching your hips, your lower back, your side torso. If you think about what you're doing, you're not just resting. You're actively stretching certain areas of your body by relaxing them and allowing gravity to do the work. Continue to inhale and exhale. Now at this point, if you have your face this way and only if it feels right for you and you want to try this, go ahead and look to the opposite side and you might experience this feels different. I feel more stretch on my neck. Even my spine was pulled a little bit more, but it does not feel uncomfortable. It actually feels good. And now I'm just breathing. relaxing. By the way, if you need some support on that front knee, on that lower knee, you can use another pillow there or a block. I'm flexible enough on my hips that I can do this, but some people need more support. So do what your body, or serve your body in a way that it makes sense, while continuing to actively stretch in a very peaceful way your body. Let's take one more inhale here and exhale. Mindfully, slowly bringing yourself up. So placing those arms, bringing yourself up. I know it feels very strange. Go ahead and extend that leg. Again, sit on your sit bones. And let's go ahead and bring that same pillow system. I know there's a lot of moving parts here, but trust me, it's worth it. I'm gonna scoot back so I'm still in the camera. Go ahead and bring that pillow now to where it's right in front of your hips. Adopting that same position, my leg is open, the other one's bent, and these pillows are now in front of me. And I'm going to place those other blocks to support my arms. And here we go. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. As you exhale, now lean onto this. Again, another pose where you're going to just melt into it. You're going to fold in and just take care of those wrists and elbows. And if this is too low for your back and you're like, this doesn't feel good, Mary, go ahead and place that other pillow. Do what works for you. Oh, this feels delicious. And perhaps even during the holding of the pose, you feel like, okay, I think I could go a little lower, like in my case. Maybe that was good for the beginning, but now I feel like I can. Oh, what about this one? Okay, that feels good. So you can experiment and see what feels right. Major important things here are that everything is supported. Nothing is hanging. Your wrist, I don't want it to look like this. This might hurt. Remember, just make sure it is resting, naturally supported. And just breathe. Inhaling. And as you exhale, think of all those feelings that occur to you during this extremely tough week. If you have been aware of what's going on around the world, I'm sure there are other weeks during our lifetime that things were happening and perhaps we didn't take care of it at the time. But right now, this is where we are. So we're considering what's happening right now. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to just release those feelings of anger, disappointment, fear. Just release them. In order for us to find space for peace, we need to remove things that are not serving us anymore. It's just like a house that's decluttered. If you're going to find space for new furniture, you need to get rid of some of the furniture that's already there, right? It's the same thing with your thoughts, your feelings. Inhale. Exhale. Stay in here or go ahead and place that other cheek down. The time is going really, really fast. When you're moving so slow, you might feel, again, certain things happening on your spine. I'm already feeling the tingling on my hands and on my feet. And if you're not feeling any of this, it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong, by the way. It just means maybe you don't need to feel that right now. Maybe you don't have any issues of locked up energy in your body. So don't worry. You don't need to feel any of this stuff. But just allow for the body to rest here. One more inhale. And exhale. Feels so good to be supported. Slowly bring yourself up. Removing these blocks. Now go ahead and place those pillows to the side just momentarily. We're going to reset the legs. So go ahead and bring the legs in the front. Bend those knees, place the hands behind you, lean back slightly, and I just want you to windshield the legs side to side. Feels so good. Inhaling and exhaling. Just to reset the body. One more inhale and exhale. Feels so good. And now we're ready for the other side. So go ahead and bend the opposite leg, extend the other leg. Same thing. Remember that knee needs to point forward, and therefore your body just accommodates to where it makes sense, right? The knee, I'm to a diagonal. Place that pillow the same way you did it on the other side. Place that pillow to where it shoots out of your hip. And then from here, remember we're going to bend that knee in so that our entire torso can twist this way, right? So go ahead and do that already. Bending that knee in, and my hip is now facing this way. If you need support here, go ahead and do that. I don't need the support. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, melting into this. Just go ahead and find that space. Once again, I'm going to use my blocks to support my arms. And rest here. We're going to switch the head to the other side after about a minute or so. So just focus on the inhale and on the exhale. And then try to revisit again some of those feelings that make you feel good. Can you remember how it feels to feel good? What are some of the things that you bring into your mind to help you get in a better mood, to help you find more space to be kind and compassionate to those around you? Maybe some of the memories that make you smile. Maybe it is a memory with your favorite person in the world. If you have kids, maybe it's a smile of your kids. A joke. One of those things that they say that don't make any sense. What is it? Just bring it into your mind now. Start bringing the little things that matter. Now go ahead and place the other cheek down if you want to, or stay here. Just mindfully make your way there. I know I keep readjusting my microphone because I want you guys to get the best of the sound on this. And you can feel a little different here. You can feel my back stretching even more on this side. Inhaling and exhaling. What are some of the places that you can go to in your mind that bring you joy? I like the beach, for example. I love going to the water scenes and listening to the waves. Yours might be different, and that's okay. Just go there. Let's take another inhale and exhale. Slowly moving out of this, placing those hands, bring yourself up. Beautiful. Extend that leg. And then from here, I'm going to reposition myself a little bit into the center. Make sure that leg is extended. Bring those beautiful big pillows right in front of your hips. That other leg is bent. And then from here, inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, melt into this one. Once again, the hands, the arms need to be lifted to where it makes sense for you. See, on this one, I need an extra pillow here. Just for my head. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing for your body to melt, allowing for all the good things to come into your head now. words of affirmation for yourself and your life. You're worth it, this, by the way. You might think you're wasting your time doing this practice. Maybe you thought you wanted to move a little bit more. But trust me, sometimes just being in the moment is more important than moving through it. It just gives you a sense of appreciation of the little things. Like I said, this is the work in, not the workout. We might find spaces where we don't want to go while we're doing this practice. Maybe some fear-based feelings, and that it's okay. But what is it about those feelings that make you turn away? Continue here or go to the other side, the other cheek. Inhaling and exhaling. It's okay to feel discouraged sometimes. It's okay to feel like we want to give up. Feelings of not being enough, they tend to show up. But that doesn't mean that they are true. It is an opportunity to dig a little bit deeper and find more meaning into our lives. Let's take one more inhale and exhale, melting away all of those negativity, emotions that don't serve us anymore. I know it's not easy to just find joy in everything that we do, in every day, or during times that are really, really difficult. Now from here, go ahead and remove that pillow to the side. And let's reset this one more time. So go ahead and bring the legs to the front and just windshield side to side while you move the head from one side to the other. How do you feel right now that we're doing this? How do you feel in this right moment? I feel a little, I just feel a little silly and happy, and this is weird, right? It's okay. But it feels so good. My body's feeling like it's thanking me for something. The last pose that we're going to do is the most special one. So I want you to really find comfort here. Make a bed, like an inclined bed. The way I'm going to make it is going to look like this. If you have my props, you can follow along. Otherwise, if you don't, you can just grab those bunch of pillows and place it in a way that elevates your upper body to about 45-degree angle. It's about here. I'm going to go back a little bit more. This is the most important pose. And on here, I'm going to use my big pillows on the side. Since my blocks are being used for that, I'm going to use my big pillows on the side and my gigantic pillow on my legs. I want you to have some support under your knees. Something like this. Okay, I might be exaggerating, but I really like my pillows right here. And then go ahead and scoot yourself up to where it makes sense for your lower spine. And then find that space to where you can relax. If you need to lower your bed more, go ahead and do that. In my case, I feel like I can go a little lower. And while you're in this pose, I want you to really let the body relax and trust the pillows, the earth. Go ahead and relax those legs even more. And your arms are resting on the side. Oh, this feels so good. And let's breathe here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Feel the comfort of this place. Walked in. Feel the comfort of this moment. You are supported. You are loved. Your existence means that you matter. Your existence in this world is necessary. You're loved unconditionally, regardless of your appearance. You are loved. That's why you're here. Believe that. So as you're resting in this pose, continue to melt down into this. I want to reach out to my phone to read something that I thought might serve you today, and it's appropriate. And it is about finding peace, about letting go. So like I said, for you to find peace or space in your mind to create peace and love and kindness, you need to let go of certain things. So letting go is one of the most courageous decisions you'll ever make. To let go of what's hurting your heart and soul. This is by Bridget Nicole. Your peace is more important than driving yourself crazy, trying to understand why something happened the way it did. Let it go. So easy to say to let it go, right? When the events of this past week occurred, and who am I to say that? It's the feeling that you're letting go of the anger. There are things you can do to make it better for the future, yes. But the feeling of letting go of the minor things. Every day, things happen that don't really matter. They don't really carry that much weight. A conversation that happened, a word that someone said, a judgment that you felt by someone. But how is that really serving you? At the end of the day, things will straighten up themselves. Things will find a way to be the right way. To evaluate where you are and to recover your path to where you want to be. Ultimately, all of us just want happiness, right? So you continue to stay here, my friends, in this pose. Maybe you put your hand to your heart, or both hands to your heart, and continue to breathe. Okay, then go that way. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. I invite you to continue to stay for as long as you need to. And only when you find that it's time to move out of this pose, do it gracefully, do it gently, and just breathe. Everything is going to be all right. I am super proud of you for taking the time to do this practice with me this morning. I hope it served you in some way. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. And if you have subscribed, remember there's a little bell button next to it that allows you to get the notifications when I upload more material into my channel. Let the light be. It's together. Let's form that light. Let's try to bring that light into our lives, into our world. Be lovely, be kind to everyone. From my heart to yours. Namaste.